Hey guys, this is Paul Potter with Crappie Fishing TV. Today in this episode, we're going to be going out here with Nelson Watson on Grand Lake in Oklahoma. We're going to be showing you guys how to catch catfish in the fall. It's coming up right now in this video.
There he is, Anchor. There's Nelson. You ready to go? Ready to go fishing, Anchor? Ready to go catch some catfish?
He's ready to catch some catfish.
Ready to go catch some cats, Anchor?
All right guys, well welcome back to the video. Glad you guys are with us today. We're gonna go out here and catch some catfish. And for a lot of you guys that watch this channel, we do a lot of crappie fishing, but there's also a lot of catfish here at Grand Lake. And Nelson, you know, being fall, I think the water temperature is like 58 degrees today is what we saw. You know, it's kind of a warmer day, but we've had some cold days too. But where are we gonna go to catch these catfish today?
We're going to hit the mud flats. We're going to try to hit points and bends of river where the mud flats are, and we're going to stick them down with these Minn Kota talons we have in the mud flats, and we're going to fan our poles out. We're going to cover all different depths from a foot of water all the way out to 10 or 12 foot of water, and we're going to let the catfish tell us where they want to be and where they're hitting at. And that's our plans for today. We're going to try to locate some good blue cats for some good eating size fish.
Okay. And I think we got a few tips for you too that you're going to want to stay tuned, because we're going to be giving out 3 tips that you're going to want to use. They're going to help you catch more catfish. So guys, let's go fishing.
Okay, tip number 1, guys. We're going to start out with the gear we use. You don't have to spend a ton of money to catch a lot of nice eating size blues. We're using just regular old Berkeley big game poles. You can get these at Grand Lake Sports Center, Walmart, almost anywhere. $20 pole. We're using big game trilene high vis line, and we're using a large Penn Pursuit 8000 reel. And what we've got when we get to our terminal tackle here, we've got them tied off with a swivel. We take a regular, of course this one had to be tangled up. We take a regular barrel swivel right here. Before we put our swivel on, a large snap swivel. This is what we would clip our 3-ounce sinker onto. Lets it slide without beating it up, lets us transport it without beating our poles. That lets the fish take it without feeling the weight. We tie it to another large barrel swivel. This is 20-pound big game. I go to 60-pound mono, cheap 60-pound mono, 7/0 circle hook. That's all there is to it. The key is to have plenty of poles out to cover plenty of ground, and you need some flex in that pole. That's tip 1. Right gear. You don't have to spend a ton of money on gear to still land a lot of good eating size blues.
I got him.
Yeah, you got that. That's a good hook there. That's how you do it.
I was just waiting on that resistance to reel on him. I got him.
That's what we want. Filet. Please be a blue.
Yeah, no shit. He feels a good size. He feels.
I guess if you take a while to bite, I'm fixing to catch on this green pole right here.
There we go. Yeah, I don't know if he's dirty, if he's a channel. Same size, same good size though. No, it looks like a blue. Yeah, it's a blue. Back up, Anchor.
Yeah, eating size, that's what we want. I give this one about 4
Heck yeah. In here, yeah, I caught a couple of channels, but we got two other blues just like this one in the live well already. Another one going in. All right,
Tip number 2 that I have for you guys today is once you find where you want to fish these mud flat points and these brush piles, you want to fan your poles out. You want to take, such as this pole right here, you don't want them casting all in the same spot. You're going to want to fling that pole over there, set it there. You're going to want to fan that pole that direction, this one this direction, all the way around to where you're covering almost a 300-degree area, a large surface area. That way the fish will let you know the depth and where they want to be at. Tip number 3, whatever you do whenever you're setting up, if your poles are facing towards the main river channel, make sure you cover that shallow water. I mean right by the bank. We're talking a foot of water. You can't always pick it up on your fish finder. You're not going to be able to graph them. And sometimes they'll be so tight to brush in a foot of water, there's no way you can find them. You have to make sure if you're facing this way, no matter which way you face, you cast that pole to that foot of water. If not, you will for sure miss the bite. And that's what we're going to look for today. We're going to cover all depths of water, and they will tell us where they're going to be, where they're going to want to hit at.
All right, guys, so we're out here and we just got done fishing. Now we've got enough fish for dinner tonight. So Nelson's gonna come out here and show us how to clean these catfish so you guys can do it too.
You bet. We're gonna put the handy dandy electric fillet knife and we're gonna fillet all of our catfish. They're gonna be boneless, skinless, pure white meat, good as fillet as any out there. Now there's several different ways. There's a lot of people that cut the tails, that let them bleed out. They pull the skin off of them. Some of them cut the rib cage, the belly meat out of them. Some cut the head meat out of them. We're gonna go the easy, fast, clean way, so there's no trimming the red meat, nothing. We're gonna run the fillets off the side of them. You'll see they'll be snow white, flaky fillets ready for the fryer.
Anchor, back up.
Come in here, go right behind that main bone right there. You can see where the fillet makes a nice transition to ribs. Right through there. That's where you want to start. You want to go straight down to feel the spine. You want to keep pushing down. Run right along that spine. You want to flip that fillet over. And when you fillet this, you want to ride up off the skin so you get as little red meat as you can. You want to get close, but you want to run off that skin. Here's our first fillet. And when you do that, there can be a touch of bone. You're going to want to trim that bone out of there. You're going to shave it and trim that bone out of there. And that is as pretty as fillet as you can get anywhere. Cornmeal, releasing Lake Crisco, and
That's good, huh? Anchor likes it too. All right, now we're going to see the other side.
We're going to run, same as before, we're going to run down right where that little line is. You can see where the line of fillet actually is when I put pressure on that. We're going to run right as close to that as we can, not to waste any meat. Drop down, get to that tail there. We're going to flip just like that. Once again, right up off that skin. I'm going to show you when I go close to the skin, the red that will come on it. On purpose, I'm going to run real close to the skin. And we're going to show the red. If you do not ride off the skin, that's what's on there. See all the excess red? If you don't ride off of it, that's what you end up with. And there's a little excess skin too. If you make a mistake and you go down too deep, you have to trim that off there. I did that on purpose to show the difference between trimming one up proper and not trimming one up. We still have that's the red right there. Once that's trimmed out of there, you want to take that little stretch of bone right there out. And that, once again, is a freshwater ribeye.